Hello everybody, this is April the 10th, 2023. It is now 12 p.m., noon hour, and the temperature is 11 degrees Celsius. So, I'm beginning my walk on the corner of Connaught and Quinpool. And we're going to walk across Connaught today, and maybe we'll end up in the north end. We'll see. All right? So, without any more talking, let's get going. Okay, good. Making sure it was on there. All right, here we go, across Connaught Street. Connaught is a residential type street. But it's a beautiful street, like that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a nice street. It's a good street to live on. A lot of private houses along here and well-maintained yards and the like. So, hope you'll enjoy this walk across Connaught. Maybe you used to live here once and you're out in BC or you're in Ontario or someplace, Alberta. And it just looks good to see your old neighborhood again. Maybe that's the case. All right? If I'm in your old neighborhood, let me know on the comment section that you enjoyed seeing your old neighborhood. Maybe your house. When I walk by, perhaps. Maybe that's your house. I don't know. Maybe it was your house. If that's the case, any house you see, you let me know. And because that's always nice to know I showed somebody where they used to live. Now that they're moved far away from here. But you might one day come back because we were in Ontario for 15 years and we came back. Plus, a lot of people come back here to retire because it's a lot. You know, I don't know. I'll say it's nicer than other places, but it's a really, really, really nice place. So I can't tell you that enough, how nice it is living in Halifax. And the traffic is a lot less than it is in Toronto or Montreal or Vancouver or all kinds of places you could name. We do have traffic jams here at times, but for the most part, it's pretty easy getting around. It hasn't got to that point yet where you can't get around. I was on Connaught on the other end a few days ago, maybe Thursday and Friday maybe. I was up in that area. Walking the other way, the other side Kemp. I did go out Kemp Road, and then I made my way up and ended up on Connaught. So anyways, yeah, up in that area in the north end. I hear a dog in there. He probably hears me walking by. I'm glad I haven't got any more clothes on than I do. This is a nice day out here, very warm. We're just passing Oak Street. I know I was on Oak Street before, but in farther, that way farther. We're going to stick to Connaught today and go right across. I don't know. We'll see where we end up, okay? But I might just wind up in the north end before this is over. Then I can catch the bus right from the north end and go down to Scotia Square, catch my other bus and go home when I'm ready to go. but not for a while. I'm not in that big a hurry today. I love it. I don't have to hurry for anything. I just don't get that chance really often when I don't have to hurry back home. I do have to get home at a reasonable time because my wife is working today, but she's got the car, so she can drive herself home. She don't need me for that. But I was thinking about maybe being nice and going home and getting supper ready tonight. I might do that. You call it supper or you call it lunch where you live? I know in Ontario they call what we in the Maritimes call supper. That's lunch up there. And that's dinner. Supper time is dinner in Ontario. And here we call dinner at noon. That's lunch. So you got breakfast, lunch, and dinner in Ontario. Down here in the Maritimes, you got breakfast, dinner, and supper. It's all the same thing. It just depends on what you're used to saying. Let's see what this street is up here. Oh, Chebucto Road up here. The bus user comes across Chebucto. We'll take Chebucto Road, I think. I came across Connaught to Chebucto. Now I'm going to take Chebucto Road. As we make our way down into the north end. And I might hang out down there somewhere today. Before I go home, probably. That's probably what I'll do. Hang around down here and then go home. All right, let's head down Chebucto Road. And we may make some more turns when we get down here. I might run into my wife delivering stuff up here today. The other day, I don't know if you saw that video. And I seen her coming down the street and I stuck my camera out there across the road in front of her and she waved as she went by. It takes a lot to startle her. She's a brave woman and she's a strong woman. I got to get across the street up here because the street splits and I want to go on the left split, not the right split. I can push a button up here and walk across the street because it's quite busy here. You never just be able to jaywalk because it's too busy. when I get up here to the crosswalk, I'll push the button and walk across. Cars are kind of jammed up right now anyways, but it's still better to push the button. Then you won't have people coming out of the side street there trying to run over me. All right, push the button and walk across. There we go, thank you. All right, there we are, safely across. Well, this is a nice walk down here. We're gonna have a good walk before we're done. Before we're done with this one, we're gonna have a good walk as well. Now, where this split is right here, it's gonna be North Street. North Street's gonna begin right here on the split. But we're up here quite a ways, so we got a bit of walking yet to do. We're still on Chebucto, right there, Chebucto and Beach. But right up here, we're going to be joining North Street. Oh, they got some road construction up here or something. I see a sign up there and they're holding traffic up to do something. That's why it's such a backup right here. Hey, this might be Halifax, but once in a while, there is things that interrupt the flow of the traffic. But I'll tell you, at rush hour, it don't last as long as it does in like Toronto or someplace, but it's rush hour is jammed. If you're going down to Spryfield, that gets all jammed up down there at night, and in the morning coming towards the city, it's all jammed up. If you're coming across the McDonald Bridge, that might be all jammed up sometimes. Oh, I see. I got a little bit of I can't go down the sidewalk. I gotta do something else. I can go on the other side of the street and walk down the sidewalk if I want to, but I can't go down this side. I'll take the crosswalk over up here and oh wait now, maybe the sidewalk is open. Maybe it is. They've got it outside the fence, so I got a feeling I can walk down it. I'll see when I get up here if I can walk through that, or if I have to go on the other side of the street. Not sure which it will be. Maybe I have to cross the street. I think so, yeah. We'll cross the street and walk down the sidewalk over here. Because that looks like it's blocked. All right, still on North Street. Still on North Street, just on this side. Yeah, they're tearing up the street. Probably to do with that building. They're probably installing water pipes and things like that. Well, I got almost too much clothes on here now. I think I'm gonna when I get to wherever, I'm going to stop and have a coffee. I'm going to take off my sweater and put it in my backpack. And just keep my denim jacket on. I can cross back over now. Nothing coming? We'll just go right back over now. Get on the sidewalk. Another British Columbia car right over there. Wow, there's a lot of people from the west in Halifax these days. I think a lot of people do what I did. They stay in the province where they're making the money till they retire. And then they decide, if they're thinking it over, we could probably have a better life in Halifax in retirement than we're having up here, where everything's like super expensive. I'm not saying it's cheap here, but it is still cheaper than in Ontario. Or possibly Vancouver. I think Vancouver's got the highest housing prices probably in Canada, but I could be wrong, but I think that might be accurate. There's the Oxford School right there. This is St. Teresa's Church building. As near as I could see the sign that said 1930. I know I walked this street over here recently and I seen some construction work going on the side of it there. They're working on these steps, I guess. I think that's what they were doing. The steps are crumbling. I don't know if they fixed them or not, but they had it closed off there for a while. Now it's open. We'll continue on down a little more before we take a side street. I might go to the Java joint today. I might do that. You guys want to go to the Java place? All right. We'll do that. We'll go to the Java place, get coffee in there, and relax for a little bit. And I can catch the bus right on North Street. I think I can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get the bus on North Street, take me right across the bridge, or at least down to where I can catch the other bus if it don't. Or I can walk down and catch the other bus. My bus 5 comes up across Barrington and it goes up, let me see. Oh, it's all right. I know where it goes. I think it's Duke Street. It goes up Duke Street around Scotia Square and then comes across and goes up Cottage, and that's what it is. And then it comes down North Street. So if I'm anywhere, I think there's only one bus stop for that bus 5. You got to walk from North Street and Cottage and down almost to the bridge. And that's where you catch your bus 5 for Dartmouth. And that bus 5, I can stay right on it. It'll take me right to the end of my road. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to hang out at the Java place. I don't know what the word is for it. If it's called Java Shop or Java Hut or just Java Restaurant, I don't know. We'll find out when I see it today. And that way I can be accurate what it's called. It says Java anyways. So we'll go to that place today. And we'll hang out there and have a coffee. Maybe a pastry. Maybe. I just might indulge in a pastry while I'm stopped there. Then we'll see what time it is and probably head across the harbor and try to get home in time to get some supper going for my honey when she gets home. I've had a good day out here, a great day making videos and for me, I've had enough out here today. I'm good. Got that out of my system. Now I can go home and do some a bit of housework. And, I mean, she's not going to get mad if I don't, but I like to help her out and do what I can to. She's working hard every day while I'm out playing, so least I can do is help her out around the house a little bit. I don't go out usually on the weekend making a video. If I do it with my wife. Or we did, with this weekend was a long weekend. So Saturday I went out and made a video, and she had something she wanted to do by herself. So that worked out good. And then she picked me up after I got all done what I was doing. And she got done what she was doing, she picked me up. I'm on the corner of Windsor and North. Wow, this looks familiar, doesn't it? That building's really coming along back there. That's really looking good. I think the Macs are out at the top now. What it looks like, she's at the top. So I just gotta wait right here until I get a green light. Yeah, I would imagine the crane will be coming down over there before long, because that looks like the top as far as it's going right there. Okay. Maybe they're going to have an observation up in the top of that, because that's probably the tallest thing up here. And we are up on top of a hill from Halifax anyway, so that puts you even higher. Could get a good view of the city from up on top of there. So you never know, it might be. It might turn out that top part will be an observation. You take you wouldn't be infringing on the people in the building if you could take the elevator right up to the top floor. But we'll see. Who knows what's going to be up there. You want to see what it looks like? Okay, right there. Yeah, that's what it looks like at the top. All right? I'm not going to go over there today because I'm going to stop at the Java place and have coffee today for a change. Support the local people, the small guys with the private coffee shops instead of the big chain. That's good to do sometimes. Go to a private, a one shop coffee shop. They don't have a chain all over the place. Look at the cigarette butts. Wow. This place needs a bit of a tidying up. Whoops, there we go. All right, sorry about that. Sometimes my phone gets a little wobbly when I'm trying to straighten it up. So we're going right down North Street to the Java coffee shop. I forget how it's worded. I gotta read it and see. When I get down here, I'll pass it on to you what the name of this coffee shop is. I think I've been in there twice. I've been here almost 5 years. I've been in there twice. That's not a very good record, is it? So we'll try to do better to support the private coffee shops instead of just Tim Hortons and Starbucks. I used to be just a Tim Hortons guy, and then I started going to Starbucks, and I started getting to kind of like the atmosphere in the Starbucks. It's got a different feel to it. I just got to get used to getting on that Wi-Fi in there, because most places, if you go on it once, you're there for the rest of the time. And you keep wanting me to open it back up, put my email address in there. Well, I've had that email address since we moved here, and I still can't say it right. So, and I can't write it down so it's acceptable. I get the numbers and the letters in the wrong spots, and then they don't recognize it. So I guess I'm going to have to write it on a piece of paper and put it in my wallet so I can open up stuff when I need to put my email address. That's getting to be a problem. Oh, look, a new project going in right there. Wow, this north end is really under construction this year. We're getting down into the busy part of it now, and I'm going to definitely take off my sweater that I'm wearing. Java Blend. I see the JB hanging out there. That's what it's called, Java Blend. It's not a Java joint or a Java restaurant, it's a Java Blend. There we go. Got to get it right. You can't pass on incorrect information. It's Java Blend. And I'm almost there, and it looks like it's busy today. That's great. That's wonderful. It always seems to be better when there's people in there than if you go in, you're the only one there. Yeah. So here we are at Java Blend Coffee Roasters. They roast it in there. Wow, that's good. They grind the beans and roast the coffee. All right, so here we are, Java Blend. Java Blend, let's see the front of it here. Here it is, Java Blend. So, with that, I'm going to sign off. Let's see, how many minutes was this one? This one was a little shorter. It's about a half an hour. But that's okay. I gotta go in now and turn this off to go in for coffee. So, if you like this video, you can push that like sign, that'd be great. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I'd love it if you become a subscriber. That would just be so wonderful. If you are a subscriber, my thanks to you for subscribing. And that's even better. So, with that, I hope you're having a really great day. Take care, be safe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.